when we heard about the conditions in the shelter, we certainly immediately had our staff go and check it out and to ensure that everything in there was safe and clean for the people we had sent there. And when we realized that there were some issues, our staff found alternate shelters for them.
Why weren't those checks done before you sent people to those shelters?
We assumed that these shelters are being used by some people experiencing homelessness and so on, and that need shelters. We assumed that they were in good shape, but our inspection, as of yesterday, indicated that they weren't, and we decided to move these people out, and we moved the individuals out, and we did that immediately. We also offered these individuals shelters in our non-for-profit shelter spaces, and we have a new shelter, as a matter of fact, just opened with full wraparound services. So we certainly were hoping that they could go there, but we are still working with them, as we are with all the individuals involved in the tent encampments, to find a space for them.
These conditions in these privately operated shelters have been well documented. I know there's been stories in media over the past number of years about different conditions in these privately operated shelters. So I'm just wondering, the Premier mentioned doing a review, asking for a review in light of what happened yesterday. Why not have done this before?
We are in the process of doing a review of all our shelters. We have a company that's doing that now, and they are looking at a consultant, by the way, was hired, and they are looking at all our shelters so we can make improvements.
But why are there no standards in place? Like right now, there are no standards for private shelters. Why hasn't the government been able to put that in place until now, which could presumably address some of these concerns that we've seen around the conditions specifically here and the ones that we've seen, complaints that have come in over the last couple of years?
Again, our government has a consultant in place to look at these shelters, to make sure that they're safe, they're clean for all of the people that need to go in there. All of the individuals that need to go in should have a clean place. They should be served food, if that's part of it, that is nutritious, and so on. And that's part of our study. That's part of what the consultant is supposed to do.
When is that study expected to be completed?
That study will be completed sometime in 2024. I'm not quite sure of the date.